Hey, so welcome back to the JJ Guardian channel. I finally found myself an alien mission to show you, so we're going to go through that together. So I'm going to be quiet now while the Starbase tells us all about the mission.
Hello? Please come in. I've got a bad situation over here. We have aliens everywhere. I don't know what to do. Help me. We're out of options here. Please don't blow the reactor. That should kill all the aliens on board in a single go.
Okay, so as it says, all you have to do is blow up the reactor. You don't actually have to do anything else, but we're not going to get there without that. Now I'm staring at the map here to try to get a lay of the land. First thing I'm looking for is aliens, and then I'm looking for how many of these guys are zombies and how many of them are what I call crabs, little guys that run around the floor. We're going to see all of these. So first thing I'm looking for is any movement of the actual alien creatures. These guys come down from the ceiling, and I'll give you an indication when you can hear that. So you see me looking around here. I'm testing to see whether passing a certain point will trigger them. Now there's a vent over to the right that I haven't. There it is. That's the kind of vent they come out of. You want to keep an eye on those. They're fast and they're right upon you real quick. Now all the red dots that aren't moving are probably zombies, and the ones that are moving are probably crabs. Now listen closely. You're going to hear something that's a hallmark for an alien. Listen carefully. There it is. That's an alien. He's here somewhere. That sound is them going through the ductwork. So again, I'm watching my map to see where he might appear. Now, the reason why these guys are such a challenge is they are on you fast, without warning, and they are entirely melee. I'm not even sure that the shield protects you a whole lot. They can kill you pretty quick. I tend to favor fire weapons, which is a special problem because, of course, some of these fire weapons have an explosion or splash damage attribute. So if I get too close, I'm going to get hit. So right now I'm killing zombies and what I call these little crab guys. The crab guys shoot green vomit. Now one of our aliens is going to come down in a minute. Listen carefully for the hallmark sound. It's coming up here. There it is. And he's here. But I also have a zombie. You see, he's right up on me, and I'm using a fire weapon. This is going to get me killed if I don't change soon. I got to get rid of this fire weapon. You hear him running around, see? I'm trying to change, but I miss. And that's when I shoot myself with splash damage. And I'm dead. So in that instance, he really didn't kill me. Now I've cut past all the jumping back and forth and collecting my gear and stuff to save you some time. Now I'm under the belief that these guys are in specific areas, so I think he's in this area here somewhere. He was up in that corner. So there's a zombie way down there in the end, I think, unless I cleared him earlier in the cut. Okay, so we can see the small red moving guys. They're the little crab guys. They're like crabs walking around the ground. They spew a green acid. They're generally easy to burn up. So But what I'm worried about is attracting anything from any of the neighboring rooms. This game is sensitive to sound. The enemy do hear you shooting in most cases, and you'll attract other rooms. So I'm trying to single these guys out. I'm using a beam weapon here. It's easier to keep on target, and it doesn't have a lot of splash damage, so if the alien comes back to attack me again, I'm less likely to kill myself. Now this one that I'm using, this new weapon I've just pulled up, that's an explosive flame, and it has lots of splash damage, so it kills multiples. But if that alien comes back, I need to get off this weapon fast. So again, trying to figure out how I'm going to separate them out. I don't want to go up to any of these entrances and start firing. I'll call ones from a neighboring room that I don't want. So I'm going to probably try a body pull here. So I'll get out there with my body, let them see me, and let them chase me to a more secluded area. Here I'm trying to attract them with noise, and somehow these little crabs aren't taking the bait. See, he's coming out where he should be susceptible to noise. I'm firing the shot, and he doesn't notice it. He looks like he might be starting to run to me, but he's really not paying attention. So this is what I'm doing here. This is a tactic I use in most maps, and it works in most maps, just not on this one. That's a body pull right there. I'll pull him up, single him out. There's the green acid, and we end him pretty easily. And now that we've got just the one side to deal with, it gets a whole lot easier. Again, trying to body pull him so I don't pull anything from the room behind him, but it doesn't look like that's going to work. I have to smack him one. Now again, this is unusual because in any other enemies, they're beyond me, on me already. Another hallmark of these maps is the heartbeat you can hear in the background. They try to do that to build suspense and make it scary. So I'm going to go thump this guy. I'm going to adjust here. I'm a little close to that corner, and I don't want that shot exploding in my face. Again, I'm pulling him away from the others. Looks like the others may be zombies, so there's no worries, but just in case. So now I like to keep my weapon charged, so I sped this part up so you don't have to watch me go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So the rest of that area there looks like nothing's moving, so I can probably just go in and kill. I'm still keeping an eye out for any aliens that could drop in on me at any moment. So I got to keep my weapons charged and everything ready to rock. So there I use splash damage to hit him initially and then come around the corner and let him have it. There's another one hidden here. And now I'll race off and go get my weapon all charged up again. They don't have a lot of charging stations in this area. Go, go, gadget. Legs. Back to normal. There's another one just beyond that pillar there. So I'll use the combination splash damage and direct hit to get him. A little close to that corner there, you see, so I back off a bit. Splash damage, then he moves, and then I get him. Cool. I think there's a charging station around the corner here. So just one more guy down the end of the hall there. And the door at the end of the hall is to the reactor room where we have to overload the reactor. I'll give you a tour of that later. It's just loaded with these sealing ducts that the aliens can come down through. They're everywhere. There's a little secret there. So we'll just make sure that that's what it is. And yep, that's the reactor room. Okay, now technically speaking, I can just go into the reactor room and finish this now. Usually I complete these levels though, A, to pick up any achievements like trophies and whatnot, or to pick up any new weapons that could possibly drop. Odds of getting a weapon on an alien run are almost non-existent. Possibility of a statue or some other little achievement, it's there. You also get achievements for killing these aliens for the number that you kill, so that's useful too. But technically speaking, you could just end it right here and go blow up the reactor. Now again, there's still an alien. There's still at least one or two aliens up there that could drop on me. So I have to keep the weapon charged and keep ready. So let's go get it charged. And I'm doing this again. I'm speeding it up so I'm not wasting a lot of your time with useless running about. I like to do it this way, but it's really drawn out and slow. And you see me looking up every now and again, looking for these ducts. Those look like zombies again. Doesn't look like there's anything moving. And there's a zombie right there. An unusual thing happens here that's not happened before. After this zombie dies, when I look at the other one, he gets ticked off. Look, and I haven't even shot at him. That I'm not used to seeing, so... And he got too close. With this gun, that's a bad thing. Looks like just one more zombie. Now, I want you to listen real careful, because this is where, after I charge up, of course, go recharge my weapon. So listen carefully. The first is a little tiny noise. Bang! Then there's a big one. And he was right over me. Luckily, I didn't have my big cannon on me. It would have been nice had I got my shield out sooner. Now he's up in the ceiling. There's no telling where he's coming out. Now you can occasionally see them on the map. My health is now in the red. I'm in trouble. So if they come down someplace else, you can actually see them on the map. Yeah, he's come back down in the area we just left. You can just see him there. So we're going to charge up and go back and say hello. Again, I don't think that they are an endless spawn. I think that there's only so many of them per map. So there he is. You can't hardly see him, but he's there. Now this is not a very powerful gun, unfortunately, but it's excellent for the task. He's gone back up in the rafters. Oop, you can hear him. You can see him there on the map. He's come back down. And he's tracking. He's following me. Charge my gun. Get ready for him. He's just down the hall here. He's going to go up the other area. And while he's doing that, I'm going to go grab a charge. You can hear he's just gone up. But he's come back down. Look, look, look. He's going to be coming around this corner any sec. There he is. Now, considering the number of hits he's gotten on me since he came up the hallway initially, I think the shield has done a good job. So the shield may be a defense. But definitely get off of any weapons that have splash damage when you are in the area of an alien. Now I can go back to the splash damage weapon. Now most of this should be cleared out now. A couple stragglers. Of course, I'm going to be leery of the ductwork. Oh, and we have goodies. Yay, goodies. So down there, you can barely see them. There's a couple what I call crabs. They walk like crabs. So there's one on the left there, edging toward the doorway, and I'm not sure if he's going to come all the way through. I try to pull him, but he's not paying attention to the sound. I think they're deaf, because on any other map, that would pull half of the other rooms. There he is. See why I call them crabs? So this is where it's good to clear out the whole map instead of just blowing things up. Now I'm still using this explosive shot weapon, but for single shot targets it's redundant. You don't get real value out of it until you have 2 or 3 mobs together. And that's where the splash damage will really help you. So right now I'm kind of wasting, but I like the gun. And it's one of my more powerful ones. Let's go get another charge. La la la. I think I beamed back and did some stuff on the ship. Got a heal. Only the whole game played this quickly, right? Okie dokie. So we're getting ready to clear out our... No, we're just going to do the rest of these mobs, I think. We're not going to do the room yet. Yes, we are. We're headed for that room. Okay. We're going to do the room. Okay, so these rooms tend to be all the same. Chargers on each side. But over to the left, up in the ceiling, you see 2 ductwork holes. That's where aliens are going to come out of. And that's not the only spot in this room. It's just one room. It's loaded with those ductwork holes. come down the stairs here. I'm on the right side now, and up there's another hole. And just to the left of that, there's another hole. And we're going to come down here further, and you see that charger? Directly above it is another hole. These are all locations where aliens are going to jump out as soon as I try to overload the reactor. And that's not the only locations. Over on the other side here, it's the same deal. A hole up there, another hole there. These are aliens are going to jump out all these locations. So you can see I can walk around fully in the reactor room without any difficulty. It isn't until I get here. Now here's the thing about it. You don't have to run out. You don't have to use that. Everybody tries to run out of here, but you don't have to. What you don't realize is you have your teleport. And this is something people don't notice. So just teleport out. The last few times I've done that map, I've actually tried to run out. And a few times I've outrun them. Other times I've watched guys die trying to run out. But all you really have to do is just hit your teleport and get the heck out. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll subscribe, and I hope you'll put like on the video. And I hope it helps you in your next alien encounter.